Mark says, I've been diligently attending the webcasts this week. I find myself quite exhausted. Can words ever express this understanding? Are fewer words better? I suspect the more we talk, the further away we go from an understanding that is beyond words. How can this understanding be expressed in one sentence, in 3 words? Or what is the question you can ask us that can lead us to this understanding? In one sentence, you are the reality which is hearing these words. And this reality is the reality of everything and of everyone. That's in one sentence. In 3 words, 4 words, you are that reality. Or you are the reality. In 3 words, you are that. Now, I understand being exhausted if you try to follow too diligently what is being said here, because there are all kinds of questions coming from different angles, from different people. And if you make an effort to follow everything, you get exhausted. Instead, it would be better to listen to this satsang in a very relaxed fashion. Like being interested, but effortlessly interested. So that only your interest arises only when something catches it, something which is being said. So when something which is being said catches your interest, then your interest becomes alive and leads to an understanding. But when your interest doesn't get caught by what is being said, just listen to it like music. You see, don't make any effort. That would be perhaps a better way to follow. Now, to express, can words ever express this understanding? Yes. The words are not the understanding, but the words can express the understanding, and the words can lead the one who is hearing them to the understanding. So the words are useful. Too many words. The thing is that sometimes we may have heard the same thing many times without really grasping the understanding. By changing the way it is expressed, there are more opportunities to grasp the understanding, because a new expression is more likely to catch our attention than an old expression that we have heard many times, we have not understood it, and then our mind somewhere goes and thinks, oh, here he goes again, and we just cancel it. So that's why the truth is being expressed in ever different ways. Also, there are words that point directly to the truth. But there are other words, the function of it is to help with the implementation of the truth in our daily lives. Because one can find oneself in a situation when one understands the truth, but still one wonders, yes, okay, that's nice theoretically, but practically, what does that mean for me in my life? For instance, in my relationship, for instance, I'm a serial, I'm a Don Juan, right? A serial womanizer, no. Monogamist. And so that's a very specific problem. It's not everybody's problem. Well, thank you, Mark. Any questions here? Mike there.
So I have a I have a question about taking what we experience here in the retreat back with us, and is it? I understand it should be natural, like, and it's different for all of us. Should we try to copy like the yoga and meditation, or meditation and yoga? To some degree, I mean, obviously, there's some reason that there's a reason that we do a certain amount, but not too much, and this kind of thing. Would this be a good idea?
You are asking the question about what you take here back with you when you leave.
Correct.
And the most important that you take back with you when you leave is that which you are not aware of taking back with you. So that's easy. Mm-hmm. In other words, the answer is take nothing back. Mm-hmm. Because whatever was necessary for you to take back, you will take it back. You see what I mean? It's like you have had all kinds of experiences in your life, right? And these experiences have helped you how to navigate through life. I don't know, previous betrayals, previous fallings in love, previous illnesses, previous mistakes we have made, previous acts we have committed we are not very proud of, etc. But these are with us, still with us, without us having made an effort. You see what I mean? They help us in our current life without us having to remember those. So it's the same here, it's part of it. You see? The most important, because the most important here is the atmosphere. You see, it's not what is said. It's what we live here when we are together. It's the atmosphere, the friendliness, the beauty, all of that. And that sticks automatically with us. You know, one day I was asking my teacher, yes, about that. You know, what is it that when I encounter you that stays with me? How does it happen? And he says, well, it goes in the body like that. It's like something that jumps at you, you see. So that has been transmitted for ages, you know, this thing. That's the most important. That's the only thing that matters. The rest is just to make the mind quiet so that the mind believes it understands what it is about, whereas the mind will never understand it, you see. So there is no effort. And whatever you will then need to remember will remind itself to you. So the advice is, when you think about things we have said here, and you think, just allow for this thinking to take place. Or if you feel at some point the desire to just to be in silence, follow it. But don't make anything like a program, you see, it's be flexible like life, you see. The first time I did this yoga with my teacher, I did it for a month with him every day. After each session, I had a notebook. I would note all the exercises we had done. I thought I was catching in my notebook the essence of the yoga. Then I went back home, and I realized that what I had in the notebook was like nothing. I tried to do it, but it was not. I had not understood that the essence of it was not really in the exercises. It took me a few years to understand that. But, so it's the same. It's the same here. What is interesting when you live here is to live with enthusiasm. Because with the enthusiasm of that which you have experienced here, that you can apply it in your life, that you will apply it, that your life is a field of experimentation which is open to you so that you can play with that which has been given to you, so that then you can implement it in your life. You see, so that was when I was leaving my teacher, I never felt sad. It was in fact the contrary, that I felt enthusiastic to apply that in my life, to play with it. It was like I had been given a toy, by my parents, and that I would go. I couldn't wait, being with this toy alone to try it. And sometimes to break it, right?
and then bring it back to the next retreat and say, can you help me fix my toy?
Yeah, that's right, but you never go back to the same point. That's the beauty of it, you see. It's never, life never, there is no going back, in this business of finding who you are. There is no way back. Once you have put the little finger in the sausage machine, you're cooked, Germans understand that.